a billionaire's final hidden warning that SHIB will soon hit $1. Vitalik Buterin recently appeared on the Lex Fridman show, where he and Lex initially debated what exactly Vitalik's brain was doing as the Shiba Inu fever took over cryptocurrencies. Here, we'll discuss Vitalik's previous cautions regarding SHIB and speculate on whether or not the cryptocurrency will ever be worth $1. Don't stop watching this video till the conclusion, because what we have for you today is a bomb. You found wealthy coin. Here's today's Shiba infusion. This is the best resource for learning about Shiba in general. If you want to know what's going to happen in the crypto world and be ahead of the curve, you should subscribe to our SHIB news prediction service. Let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of Shiba is doing on October 14, 2022 before we get into our main point. The current price of a Shiba Inu is $1,060.07, and the daily trading volume is $616.57 million. The company has a market worth of $5.86 billion and a 0.61% market share. The cost of the SHIB has gone up by 6.52% in the past day, since its 18 was 7,215 cents cycle low. Shiba Inu's lowest price was on Oct. 28, 2021, when it was trading at 8,819 cents, an all-time high. Since the last cycle ended in 1,760, the maximum price for SHIB was 7 cents per ankle. As a result, the general outlook for the Shiba Inu pricing is negative, and current trends favor purchasing a used dog. There's a maximum supply of 589.74 trillion SHIB, but currently only 549.6 trillion SHIB are in circulation. Annual supply inflation as of right now is 39.8%, or 154.27 trillion. In terms of market value, a SHIB was created in the past year. As of right now, Shiba Inu is ranked #4 among all Ethereum ERC20 tokens and #2 among all meme coins. Our current Shiba Inu price forecast projects that by October 19, 2022, the value of a Shiba Inu will have decreased by 12.24%, reaching $900.371. Our sentiment indicators are currently gloomy, and the fear and greed index is at an extreme level of 24. In the past 30 days, Shiba Inu has had 4.20% price volatility amid 1,330 days that were green, 43%. Let's return to our original discussion. Shiba wasn't the first token to distribute a portion of its supply to Vitalik's wallet, he reveals. The first token they sent is called Brilliant, and its value is roughly $50,000. Apparently this didn't bother Vitalik, but once it did, he said that a Twitter army began tweeting that he was a strong backer of the coin because he had some tokens in his wallet. He implies that this was planned, as though it were a sales tactic to make the token seem more legitimate due to the fact that Vitalik had some of it in his possession. As soon as he realized what was happening, he says, he uploaded every token to Uniswap. The Twitterati apparently didn't take kindly to this, because they were using his identity without his knowledge or consent. Now things start to heat up. The tokens were delivered to a hot wallet that Vitalik possessed, which meant that his private key was stored on the computer or a USB that he could instantly access in order to shift cash. This allowed Vitalik to dump everything as soon as he heard what was happening. When asked who was smarter, Vitalik said the Shiba. The Shiba are an essential people. Money was reportedly transferred to Vitalik's cold wallet. A private key is kept in a cold wallet, which typically refers to a paper wallet or an offline computer that is never connected to the internet. Vitalik prepared his icy barrier. As a result, the pioneers of the Shiba Inu breed must have had a flash of inspiration or good fortune. Vitalik couldn't return to his modest home in Canada because of the spread of COVID-19. This should never be a problem in the crypto world, because a wallet may be accessed remotely. And that's the point, more or less. The problem was that Vitalik's icy wall security measures were straight out of a science fiction novel. He was in Singapore with half of the private key while the other half was in Canada. A technical point, but had Vitalik been kidnapped at that moment, he could not have given up his money. Not being able to retrieve his private key from his frozen wallet was a major setback. But he realized he had to act quickly to protect his funds. A significant amount of Ethereum was stored in the cold wallet, increasing the risk that Vitalik may lose all of his Ethereum if he made a mistake with either his private key or transaction. A lot more than puppy money was at stake. He had to consult his relatives in Canada. After all, he phoned in and asked for a readout of his private key. This may sound risky to him, but in actuality, he was just giving out half of his private key. We'll be talking on the phone. Therefore, no action could be taken even if someone were listening. In addition, Vitalik secured his new PC with the utmost care by purchasing it from Target. Over the phone, he had his family give him a private key, and he added that to his own to make a total of 80 digits. We needed his enchantment to save us. However, that's not the end of the tale. Dog tokens weren't the only cryptocurrency stored in this cold wallet. According to Vitalik, it took him 2 days to set up a new wallet for a large quantity of Ether because this time the wallet required multiple signatures, and he needed to locate someone to put it up with. Setting up a multi-signature wallet requires a high level of technical expertise and complexity, but in the end, it can provide an additional layer of security. Vitalik's activities over those 2 days seemed like something out of a cyberpunk novel. Such was the level of complexity he recounted them. All of this occurred before he ever sent the money. As to whether or not Shiba's namesake was aware of this, that is the question. Did Ryoshi not realize that Vitalik would have to put in a lot of time and work before he could see any return on these investments? Learning what happened between Vitalik and SHIB was fascinating. Is it possible that SHIB will hit $1 in value? While opinions in the cryptocurrency community are varied on whether or not Shiba Inu news can reach $1, the consensus is that the SHIB token will not approach $1 anytime soon. By comparing the coin of Shiba and factoring in the maximum number of tokens, it's easy to see why a price of $1 is unrealistic. Since there can only ever be 1 quadrillion Shiba Inu tokens in circulation, the token's potential market cap at $1 would amount to $1 quadrillion. This is equivalent to 500 times the present market capitalization of the whole cryptocurrency industry and more than 20 times the US national GDP in 2020. Shiba Inu's present valuation means it would need to increase by 11.5 million% for it to reach $1. If the goal is to achieve $1 by the end of this year, that means monthly growth of more than 1.6 million%. If the goal is to reach $1 by December 2025, that means monthly growth of more than 210,000%. Experts and investors in the cryptocurrency market have crunched the statistics, and they are very sure that Shiba Inu won't hit $1 this year or even close. Now we've reached the end of the day. We'd also like to point out that this isn't a platform through which we'd ever recommend investing in a firm or provide you any sort of financial advice. Please understand that this is only a conduit for delivering instructional materials to your home. Therefore, before making any purchases, it is highly recommended that you conduct extensive background research on the subject. We really think you'll enjoy this clip. If you're a Shiba holder, please let us know in the comments and subscribe and like the